Runners, whether you're training for your first 5K or your 10th marathon, injuries don't have to be part of the journey. At Back in Action in Concord, New Hampshire, we specialize in keeping runners like you healthy, strong, and on the road. We put together a free run guide covering injury prevention and recovery, built specifically for runners. Download it free, find the link in the show notes. Don't wait until something hurts. Get the guide, stay in the game.
Really just crazy
You
experience.
just cram yourselves into the streets. You think the start line of a marathon can be crazy? There's nothing like the start line of, the running with the bulls.
And people are partying all night.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, everybody? And welcome to our second episode of our Summer of Love series on the On the Runs podcast, brought to you by Back in Action, Cairo, New Hampshire. I hope all you had an incredible weekend watching Six Star do all that content at her 72-hour ultra marathon with the horseflies. Did she do a great job? I don't know, Six Star. What do you think? Because we're recording this before.
Well, let's just say I'm alive. I will fill everybody in on details when we have our very long extended outro.
Are you? Are you alive? In a couple weeks, we'll have to go hit 88, right? And okay.
Yep, guaranteed I'm exhausted. I'll tell you that much.
But Six Star, we have an incredible two guests on today's episode that we got to meet a few months ago in Boston. Tell everybody who's on today's episode.
If you guys were following along with us when we were in Boston for the live shows, we got to talk to Dylan, who was running his very first Boston, who had an extra special day out there because he proposed to his girlfriend Anna after the race. So we got to talk to Dylan and Anna today, and they are just two of the most fun, adventurous people that we could have ever imagined having. So thank you for joining us, Dylan and Anna.
They were incredible, and this series so far has been incredible, and we couldn't be more thankful for our three partners who jumped on board. My Race Tats with the final two questions. UFOS for being the product sponsor and giving a free pair of UFOs to all these guests. And the coolest part about Anna and Dylan, this is their first pair of UFOs. We were so excited when we heard that, and we were able to give this to them. It's so cool. And then Back in Action. Please go to the show notes, check the link, fill out your pain-free running guide. It's incredible. And later this month, we're going to talk more to Dr. Frank and talk about his facility, because it's not just a doctor's office. You walk in and there's a table to get your back cracked, right? But it's
I'm
also
so
like
jealous
this.
I'm
It's
so
this
jealous you
freaking
got to
gym.
go.
Yeah, it's a gym. It's legit. It reminded me when I was in NASCAR working on a pit crew. It's one of those gyms. It's legit. Like you feel like you're a professional athlete in there, and you're given like professional treatment. It's
Next
incredible.
time you go, take me with you.
You're coming.
I want
Hey,
in.
like I went to saw a chiropractor before. You've seen a chiropractor before. This is nothing like your normal chiropractor. It was incredible. So check him out in Concord, New Hampshire. Back in Action. Link in the show notes. 6 Star. Send us to our amazing guests on today's episode.
Here we go, everyone. Dylan and Anna on the On the Runs podcast.
Our next two guests on the pod we met at the Boston Marathon Mile 27 post-race party when we pulled them on stage and found out the girl who was watching couldn't stop smiling because he just popped the question moments before at the finish line. It is without question that we needed to bring them back on the pod to hear their entire story. Needless to say, we are wicked excited to welcome Anna and Dylan back to the pod. What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah,
We're super excited to be here.
Yep.
Yes.
We are so happy to have you guys. I mean, I have to tell you, it was so much fun trying to track you down after Boston, because we wanted to tag you in all the videos that we had from the race or the post race party. And I literally went into Instagram and I typed in Dylan Boston Marathon, and bam, you popped up, Dylan. So
Oh, no way. Okay.
Make sure to like tag you and get
It
you
was
on
like
here. And
8 seconds. It was super creepy how
I couldn't
fast
believe
she did
it.
It took me
So
weeks
random.
because I was spelling your name wrong. I was spelling it Dillon.
Oh, no.
People in my family still do that. Tim.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. And then there's thousands of Annas. It's just
Yes.
thousands. So it was hard. And
Oh,
even when I
very
looked at the
hard.
Boston Marathon race results, Dillon, I couldn't find it. I was like,
Oh, no.
guy's a mystery. Maybe he banded the race,
absolutely not.
which you
Oh,
actually
man.
had quite the day We don't
That was
usually
your
talk
first
about.
Boston, right?
That was my first Boston Marathon. It was it's always quite the day for your first Boston. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
That one's
E-
unforgettable.
Erica. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
usually brag about times, but he ran 2:24:03.
That is an incredible
I blew
time.
myself away a little bit because I definitely wasn't training for that, So
I thought he was
So you
totally
coulda
gonna
gone
die
faster?
too.
I was surprised.
Wow, that was insane. Is that a PR?
Yeah, that was like an 11-minute PR for that day.
Holy
so
crap.
it was a
You were
surprise.
feeling it.
I guess I was just excited to get to the finish line for some reason.
Yeah,
Huh,
there's
I
something
can't
there.
imagine why. Uh-huh.
Yeah, right.
So, what I actually want to know is let's talk Boston first, then we'll get to know you. But what drew you to the post race party? You guys are not from around here, and we noticed most people at the post race party are not from around here. Because if you were from nearby, you were getting the heck out of Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just like we wanted a beer and we knew like that was like the closest place nearby that we could go get that post race beer and
And you
just hang
also
out
knew
and
some
relax.
he knew some other runners that had ran it in like Cleveland, runners, no runners. And there's a big running community here in the Cleveland area. And he knew a couple of the guys that had ran it. We're meeting at the post after race party. So we got there and we're like, let's, see what it's about before everybody gets there. We meet up with everybody. And then, we
Yeah, there
stumbled
was
upon
probably 7 or 8
you
of us
guys.
there celebrating. So
Well, I'm
Yeah.
very glad you guys did find us way in the back in the corner and got to hang out. So we got to talk to you and get to know you a little bit. But again, we're super happy we found you a second time to get you for your own episode so we can kind of dive in and find out what you guys are all about.
it's so funny because I think it was after we got on the podcast. I look at Anna, I'm like, we got to try to find that podcast episode and like see if we can find where we were featured on there. So we also did our own little like investigation where we were like, we got to find the podcast on the runs. Obviously not that hard, but
That's pretty easy.
I hopped on podcast, the Spotify app, and found you guys pretty quick and definitely
it.
listened to a few episodes, enjoyed them all.
Yeah, we were pumped. This was like a cool opportunity. It was the first time they've ever done something like this at the Fan Fest. And Erica did say they put us way in the back. They asked for any advice or tips because we've done a couple shows now.
Just a little
No,
bit
nothing as big as
closer.
that. But I showed them another tent. I said, that's the ideal location. It was kind of in the
Right.
middle, but it wasn't close enough to the stage where everything gets like too loud and you can't hear anything. And my other advice was two of the blue walls that say BAA instead of the white one. But you found us, you come on stage,
Yeah.
you're talking to us, and then all of a sudden, this happens. This is your wife or girlfriend?
We actually got engaged today. I proposed to her at the finish line.
We
after I
love a
finished
good
up,
love story,
and
honestly.
It was
so
amazing. It
I'm
was so
so-
awesome.
Come on over, let's see the ring.
Hi, Anna.
We met
Dylan, when did you start thinking about this?
about 4 years ago when we met, and I think ever since
Stop,
then
you're like
I
crying again.
knew
This is so
that
sweet.
this day would come along. And a couple months ago, I thought about the moment that I was like, after all the support that she gives me and showing up for me every day and always looking out for me, biking next to me on all my runs, I was like, what better way to commemorate the years we've spent together than asking her when we finished the marathon.
Did you have any clue? This was his day.
Yeah, I had no idea really. I mean, he was nervous, but like you're always nervous before a marathon.
Yeah.
You're always, ready for the race. This was his first major, so I was like, he's just nervous for the race and whatnot. And I had no idea, and I was.
He had a
this is
surprise
the best,
plan.
best day of my life too. So
That was
Crazy.
something. But now,
Man.
I want to jump back in the DeLorean and hit 88 miles an hour and go back to day one, Dylan and Anna.
When this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious shit.
Yeah, so wow. They won us.
do you want to tell your perspective on how we met?
So
and then I can do.
I grew up kind of like in a small town, like in Ohio, and it was your classic college town. Like the only thing I had was the college, and she went to the college there. And me being a local, I was out at the bar one night and just hanging out with some friends, and in walks her wearing a full on like tuxedo and suit. And I'm like, who is this girl strutting around in a whole suit tuxedo? She just looks like the most interesting girl that I've ever seen, and just sticks out from the crowd, has this glow about her. And so I'm like, I gotta talk to her. And lo and behold, she stumbles up to me actually, and is wanting a drink from the bar most likely, but
That is definitely true. So the bar that night, I'm not sure what happened. It was near the end of the semester, like late December, and well, I guess early December. And the bar was packed. We're getting ready to do finals and go from there. And I see this. The line is packed at the bar, and I need a drink. So there's this kid up there, and he could not be more opposite from what I was wearing. If I was in a full suit, he was in sweatpants and a Tractor Supply hat. So completely different vibes and energy. But I walked up to him and I was like, "Hey, like, don't I know you from somewhere? Haven't I seen you before?" Just and he went along with it, of course.
I had
And
no
then
idea who she was.
I got my drink and we got each other's numbers, and then we went on a proper date after that, and it was the best date of my life. I don't know. Just talked for hours.
We were inseparable after that. We kind of just kept hanging out.
That is the cutest thing I've ever heard. True that opposites attract. So there you go. You got you in a full tuxedo and sweatpants. Like, that is just the best meet cute I've ever heard.
It's like Ricky Bobby or his partner. I'm here to be formal. I'm also here to party.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah,
A little bit of both.
exactly.
You gotta have both going on.
Oh my God.
What was that first date, Dylan? Where'd you take her? Was it
So-
like just somewhere to chat, or did you go on an adventure?
Yeah,
Because
so
I got
we-
some pictures to share later of your adventures.
Oh yeah, okay. So that was actually to a Thai restaurant that I really liked, and I knew the lady there that was working, and she was from Thailand, made really good Thai food, and I was talking it up, like, we gotta go try Thai food, and she's like, I've never had Thai food before, and I was like, perfect, like, this is your chance to try it, and thank goodness, because I didn't know she was vegan at the time,
Oh.
and so like if I would have taken her anywhere else, like, she would have not had any options, and thankfully Thai food's pretty vegan friendly, so she could actually eat something. But I don't know who doesn't tell someone they're vegan.
I know. I told them, they came over and they're like, "Are there any dietary restrictions?" And I was like, "Well, I don't eat meat, and I don't eat eggs, and I don't eat dairy." And they're like, "Oh, so you're vegan?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, I didn't say
And I was like, oh, okay, like, this girl's vegan apparently. Like, great.
I didn't want that to like stop, I don't know, the first date from happening. I didn't want it to be a turn off.
Right.
Just lucky he didn't take you to a steakhouse.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'll have the lettuce, please. Thank you.
Yeah. We still get Thai iced teas and pad Thai to this day.
Yeah,
So.
not there.
Do you ever take her to the Thai restaurant that you took her on the first date?
Oh yeah. We still go there. We try to go a couple times a year. It's still kind of close, but
He still has family that lives in that area too.
yeah. So,
I
we still
really
hit it
didn't.
up just
but-
for the memories. It'll always be a little special place for us. So
yeah.
Gotcha. So you guys are in the Ohio area now as well. So you grew up there, Dylan. Where did you grow up, Anna?
I also grew up in Ohio, but I grew up more towards Youngstown. So it's a
Okay.
little east. The town that he was from and that I went to was Alliance, Ohio, if you guys know that at all.
I have no idea.
It's really small too. And my town's really small outside of Youngstown. But went a little bit of ways to college. It's about an hour from Youngstown Alliances. And so
yeah, just two small Ohio kids. Now we live up near the city. So
I was gonna say, is it all Cleveland area? Like, we're from New Hampshire, but we're 45 minutes from Boston. We're on the outskirts of Boston, I would like to call it. Is that kind of your general area, outskirts of Cleveland, within an hour?
yeah, we're about 20 minutes from downtown. So we can
Nice.
we can go down there for games and stuff. We catch Guardians games. We hang out with our run club down there is in downtown Cleveland. So that's always really important for her to be within 15, 20 minutes of there. So we're always going to be 15 to 20 minutes from Cleveland. So
yeah,
I love
we
it.
love it. We've met so many great people in the running
Oh, yeah.
community through the run club and stuff. And, so many friends, like we were talking about, that have also ran Boston or also just chasing their own incredible goals. And the running community as a whole, it's just always so supportive. So I love,
yeah, we love Cleveland. So
love the group, love the support.
Cleveland rocks.
Cleveland rocks. Yes.
If you check out your Instagram, there's so many adventure pictures. Not as much running. There are some running photos, but there's so many adventure photos. When did you figure out what you have in common? Was Dylan into all this adventuring, and Anna, did you jump along, vice versa? And then the same goes for running. I know Dylan was a runner when he was younger. Is that how you got into it, Anna, or were you as well a runner, and you're like, hey, not only are we really cool and we get along great, but we have so much in common.
I definitely think it was like we both kind of found what we liked individually. Like
Yeah.
growing up, like I started backpacking and traveling on my own as soon as I was 18. Like I bought a backpack and a tent and was like, I'm gonna go hike the mountains, in Tennessee, and I'm gonna go out somewhere else, and I'm gonna go to Peru, and I'll go to everywhere else. And same with you. You kind of went off to Spain and stuff.
Yeah, I studied abroad in Spain for 2 different semesters right before COVID hit. So spring of 2019 and fall of 2019. And did, some solo traveling there, went to a couple different countries and loved it. And yeah, on that first date, I was expecting, I don't know, him to be kind of boring, Tractor Supply hat in a small town in Ohio.
Don't let it fool
but
you.
it turns out he actually had a lot of cool adventures too.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is something maybe we could totally do together and have a
Yeah.
lot of fun with.
That was like
So-
something that surprised me too. I was like, I didn't expect her to also be like so into like wanting to like someone that also wants to travel and see the world and not maybe not prioritize just like, oh, settling down, having a family, and like, wanting to have that kindred spirit to be able to run around together and have fun and enjoy life.
So-
You guys hit the jackpot with each other. You guys have so many
kidding.
common interests, and like just the fact that you want to go and see the things, like you want to
Yeah.
do all the things. So, what is one of your favorite activities to do together? Would it be like hiking or like just generally sightseeing? Like, what do you guys tend to do when you go on these cool trips?
We're always busy. We're
Yeah.
always like doing some extensive hike
That's
for
the
like
thing, yeah,
lots
it's
of
like-
days. We pack a lot into a couple days.
Yeah, we both tried to like squeeze too much
So
out of all
you're
our
the kind of
trips.
people who will sleep when you're dead, right? Like,
Exactly.
No,
So
we
we
got to
go on
keep
these
going,
trips and
see the
it's-
most.
Yeah, it's hiking 20 plus miles a day, like trying to see everything we can. And it's like, if we didn't take 30,000 steps that day, we got to go back out for more or something.
Yeah.
It's like,
That was
The
actually
day's a waste.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, we took more steps when we did Yosemite last summer and hiked Half Dome than when he ran the Boston Marathon and
Yeah.
all those steps that they took in between. So
We had some
Funny.
huge
That's
days.
crazy.
Yeah.
I always like to ask this question to a guest about, tell me about your first marathon, your first big race. But I want to change it up with the two of you. Tell me about your first big adventure. Like you've never done anything more than a day hike by this point, and you're going on some big adventure. Maybe you're driving, maybe you're flying. You've never done an overnighter together. What was your first big
I don't
adventure?
think so.
And then
First time running
it's
with
not always perfect. Like, hey, I mean,
Oh,
even
no.
Erica and I fight a lot, but like things happen. Were you nervous?
Yeah,
Did
still
somebody
getting-
get mad at
getting
someone?
to
Did
know each
someone get
other.
hungry?
Oh,
And like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
give me your first adventure story here.
Spare no
So
details.
I guess it kind of feeds into running too. And we need to go back and talk about when we first met with like running and as a total. But
Yeah.
I was graduating college that summer of 2022 then. And I was like, I'm a nurse, so I had to take my nursing board. So I was like, before I do all that, let's go on like a month-long trip to Europe. And that's what we did. And one of the first things we did was we met up in Spain and we actually ran with the bulls in Pamplona, which is like
Holy
a
shit.
crazy experience. It was just super wild.
Yeah, it
and
was fun.
and we met up and like I didn't use my phone over there because it's very expensive. And like I didn't have the phone plan for that, which he did. And I remember like going to the train station and it was packed with all these people so excited for this, San Fermin festival that goes on over there. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to see him. There's like 2,000 people in this train station inside and out.
Going
And
crazy.
somehow, like through the train station, he's like, Anna. And I was like, hi, it's me. And so we made it. And then, yeah, I think we went right into, it's called like Pamplona there in Spain. And then that next following morning is the morning we ran with the bulls together. And
That was our first run together because neither of us were really running then.
well, no, we ran before all that too,
Yeah,
but that was like our
uh-huh.
first big adventure. But there were definitely some bumps. We definitely didn't. We were like, oh, we'll just be able to catch the train this one time, and we couldn't catch the train. He bought a ticket. The ticket was for the wrong day. I was
Oh, no.
very tired, and I just remember I literally just broke down in the train station after the running with the bulls, and I was just like sobbing. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
"Where are we gonna
Day one of
go?
the
We have
first
no
big
train."
adventure. Yeah,
No
the code
training, no
brown.
bed, no.
We got to know each other very quickly because we really hadn't even been dating that long, maybe a couple months when we did this together. And so it was like both of us still like figuring each other out and very risky, but we both knew like we just wanted to have fun and enjoy each other's company. And so
Yeah.
it really helped us, I think. Like I feel like it takes people years to really get to know their partner fully, where we packed it into 3 weeks. We were like,
You just
okay,
got
like
it out of
how
the
much
way. You're
stress
like,
can we
"All right."
handle together?
It was good, bad, ugly, all in
Yep.
between. The photos
I
on
have
Instagram are all good.
Yeah, I'm trying
All
to
right,
find them, but
I have a quick question though. All right, actually, couple questions. Whose idea was it to actually run with the bulls, and did you guys make it out of this unscathed, like physically? Because I know a little bit about it, and it scares the bejesus out of me. So I need the details.
It was terrifying. And I don't know, it
was
kind of
kinda
came to
both,
a
but
mutual agreement.
I really wanted to do it.
He
Like I was
really
like,
wanted to do it. Yes.
yes,
He-
there it is. Yeah,
Oh my
He had
there's
somebody in
God,
his
they're
family who had
adorable.
ran it. So
yeah, I had someone in my family who had done it, and
Okay.
I was like, if I'm over there and they're doing it, like I definitely want to just try to do it because it's always something I've heard growing up, and I'm like, I gotta check that off the bucket list. Like
Yeah,
that's something
right.
that like I'll never get to do again in my life, probably. So
It's basically
I probably
an
wouldn't do it
extreme
again,
sport.
to be honest. But because I studied abroad over there, I had friends over there, and actually had a friend who was from this city.
Mhm.
And she's like, "You're a runner. You have to do this. It's like every runner. You're a runner. You got to be in there." And I was like, "Okay." I was really nervous. And if there's, I don't think that I posted them, but the photos before, I'm literally like, like you could tell I'm so nervous before we even start. But
Yeah.
we did make it unscathed.
yeah, no, yeah,
Yes.
we're
Oh,
actually in
there's
this
a video.
video. I think I circle us, but it was so chaotic because like the bulls come running down the street, and you don't really, the most dangerous part isn't the bulls. It's everyone else coming barreling down in front of them because they're like jumping up on walls. People are like trying to climb buildings out of the way and stuff, and like you're dodging the people and the bulls at the same time, and so it's just like
Wow.
this commotion to get out of the way and like sprint a half mile as fast as you can away from these things barreling down.
Yeah, it happened
This
so
is
fast. He
wild.
got, I
Yeah.
feel like, closer to them. Me, actually, somebody, this is like a Where's Waldo picture. You can kind of see Dylan who's looking back for me because somebody ended up actually falling on me. And that's like where you can get in serious
Oh my
trouble.
God.
oh, there he is.
They're
I
like,
see him
"Get
on the
up."
bottom
Like,
left.
You do not want to be on the ground when those things come. Get up and go.
Yeah, bottom left
Mhm.
there. You
So,
can
yep.
see me.
I
Is there
do see
panic on your
Waldo.
face? Like, where
Waldo's right
is
in the
she?
middle.
Yeah, there's Waldo there. That's one
goodness.
of my favorite photos, though. That's
Did like the
That's
dress code?
badass.
Everybody wore white.
Yeah, that's like, it's part of the tradition. There's like
Yeah.
a traditional wear. And of course, you wear like the all white and then like the red handkerchief around your
Mhm.
neck and
Yeah.
stuff.
Did you have to
So-
sign up?
traditional, very-
Like when you sign up, they give you your
No.
outfit, or it's just anyone can run, but
Oh, you
wear
literally
white?
just show up and like
You just show
"We're
up. We
doing
met a
this."
guy who's like, because I know some Spanish. He's like, I've done this for 40 years. And, we met like some really cool people and along the process of it too. And other people whose it was their first time. But yeah, no, really just crazy
You just
experience.
cram yourselves into the streets. Do you think the start line of a marathon can be crazy? There's nothing like the start line of the running with the bulls.
And
so.
people are partying all night. So before like the race happens, they like spray down these cobblestone roads, nice and wet. And actually then like I think is the mayor of the town. Correct me if I'm wrong, people.
Yeah.
But he does like a walkthrough to make sure like the course is like ready. There's no like garbage or like
How
sticky
long
notes.
is it? Like, how long did you guys have to run?
Not very long. And like they passed us. I mean, in a couple of I felt like it was like 5 seconds and then they were gone.
Yeah.
But I think it's like maybe half a mile.
Yeah. I feel like it's half mile. Like it's a decent
Still a
run,
pretty
but then
stressful half mile.
yeah, then you get into this arena at the very end, and then you're stuck in this arena, and they let more bulls into the arena while you're just in there running around still. So it's a show.
Don't
And then people get
die?
to the arena to watch, and then we ended up having to climb out over people.
we had to climb out. We had to like escape
It's
the
just so
arena. It was
interesting.
crazy.
It's like the Hunger Games. Like,
Yeah,
you
no
gotta break
kidding.
out. Oh my
But
god.
it was a lot of fun. That was one of our first
That
like
was our first adventure.
adventures.
Yeah, that was like a first.
I
show.
mean, that's gonna test a relationship,
Yeah.
No kidding. Yeah.
especially like if Dylan's faster and he leaves you
He was.
behind, right? Or vice
I'm like
versa.
leaving her behind. I'm like, oh, you're on your own. You're like, no,
Red flag. That's a red flag.
yeah.
Well, he
Yeah.
did stop, as you saw in that photo. He did
Yeah,
stop,
I was
but he
looking
was
for it.
faster than me. But the other reason was because I did kind of get like stuck with that. I forget, somebody fell on top of me. I don't even know who.
Oh,
And we
God,
just
yeah.
were like, get up.
Yeah.
And then I went from there.
Oh,
But yeah,
wow.
that was a lot of fun. And we've had a lot of adventures since
Yeah.
then.
Our
So,
other trips are definitely more chill though. We're
Yeah.
definitely more like, oh, let's just go find some good mountains to sleep in or something.
That is a good way to test it, though. You start off real high, and then you're like, all right, now we can just chill.
Yeah, now we can just
let's
chill.
back it off.
How often do you go international? Because this is only 2022, so we're talking the last 4 years. How often do you get out?
I would say
at least once a year,
yeah, once
probably.
a year. Yeah, we try for a trip once a year
Sure.
to somewhere, but the United States is so big that we both want to see more of it as well. We're like, okay, let's maybe stay and go somewhere out west or something, but
See some of the national
it's
parks.
hard to not want to go over to South America or Europe or somewhere.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's in
there's
Glacier.
Yeah, that was
Hiking.
Yeah,
a trip.
You already
probably.
mentioned Yosemite. You guys did Half Dome, so that's oh my gosh, that's incredible.
That
And
was
you got-
That's on my bucket list to go visit some of the national parks.
Yes.
Costa
And then, this was
Rica.
in 2025. We
Oh,
went
yeah,
to Costa
Costa
Rica,
Rica.
and that was really beautiful.
I'll tell you
as
what,
well.
training down there,
So
hard,
humid.
so hard to train in Costa Rica. If there's any runners from Costa Rica, hats off to you because oh my gosh, like it was.
Yeah, we did like a
It's
beach
hot?
run, and we both
we were
were
both
toast.
struggling. Oh my.
It's so
What-
humid, so hot.
What about
Yeah,
this
that's
one
the-
here?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the Tour du Mont
Mont
Blanc.
Blanc,
So
we
that
did it.
was
Wow.
a crazy trip because we did like 100 miles around the Alps there, and it was like 30,000 feet of elevation.
But this is also the UTMB course,
Yeah,
and
so-
it's crazy because we're both pretty fit, and it took us a hard 7 days. So I can't even imagine how people do this in like 20 hours. You know what I
How
mean?
do they run it?
And they run
You
it.
do, Walter.
Yeah.
mind-blowing. Yeah.
That is crazy. So,
I
but
mean-
it was really beautiful.
You guys do some really cool stuff. If you go to either your Instagrams, it's not really running, it's your adventures. Grand Canyon, you're rock climbing this. You're, there's so many. You're doing zip lines through whoever knows where. And then you do like New York City tours and all that. I just love canoeing trips. You get in baseball games at the Indians games.
Oh yeah, of
and
course.
you even go skiing. And then if you switch over here to Anna's Instagram, it's the same thing. You do so many cool adventures. So many
Yeah.
cool
We need to post
adventures.
more
So-
about running. But
Yeah, we should probably be better about our running 'cause we do a lot with running
running.
as well, but like we both just love traveling so much too that we're always
Right.
like, oh, let's like update our family and our friends. Like, hey, where we go? Let's keep them on our toes. Like where's Dylan and Anna going next? What are they doing next?
That's
So-
basically cross training, all the traveling you guys are
Right.
doing. And
Right.
I mean, with the exercise that you get on these trips, it still counts. So that's good stuff.
Right. But we
You're
didn't
both-
really do our first marathon in 2024. So we're still relatively, I would say, new to the marathon game.
Yeah.
I've only done 2. But we did
was that
the
both
Pittsburgh.
of your first marathons? Like
Yes.
you did one to oh my gosh, that's
Yes.
awesome.
So we did Pittsburgh. We did Pittsburgh in 2024. And I feel like we both kind of bumped it. We were living in Florida at the time. And also hats off to the runners in Florida because it is also so very humid
Mhm.
and hot. And you would try to run early in the morning or late at night. And I feel like the humidity is even worse when the sun's not out. And then the sun comes out and you just get scorched. So our training was
Not
very
really.
subpar. I think his long run was 12 miles before we did the marathon.
Yeah.
So like not much training going on. And then we get to Pittsburgh and like in Florida, the highest elevation gain we had was like the one bridge that went over to the coastline. It was like 40 feet. You don't want to just like keep running back over the bridge. And then the Pittsburgh Marathon course is like 1,600 feet of elevation gain. And we both were like,
yeah,
oh,
we were
gosh.
struggling. I think I remember just walking at the end a little bit, like dying with someone else. And I'm like, we got this. Like we're almost there. So the first marathon experience, I don't know why. Like we both wanted to do another one though. We were just like, we love this and let's go do it again, even though it
Yeah.
was so hard.
But
So,
and yeah,
That's
he-
always a good sign.
yeah.
Well, what was the draw to do your first marathon? Like, what was it like? Who said what and why did you do it together? Like
Yeah.
at the time, Dylan, you only ran 12 miles. So like this girl next to you is crazy and just gets you to do the crazy things and you're on board.
Yeah, for the most part, she's always the one that is spurring new things on. I feel like I'm always in for a good time. Like sign me up. Like I'll try it out. But like, yeah, I wasn't really running and I was more into actually rock climbing and stuff. And
Mhm.
I was just like, okay, like I'll run a little bit, like once or twice a week, and I'm sure I can try to do it. And got through it. But then like my running career is weird because I did run in middle school and high school. and kind of fell out of love with the sport and
Oh.
kind of gave up on running. Was like, okay, like I did my thing there. I'll never go back to running again, probably. Well, she got me to fall back in love with it. I don't know how, but like I started to
Well, you
enjoy it
love
again going on,
her,
and
and it all translates.
yeah,
So that's
exactly.
good.
So
Which most people think it's you that got me into
I
running.
know.
But because I wasn't a runner. Oh, I mean, like I did track in middle school and high school, but I
You
did
did
like
hurdles, right?
I did hurdles and discus, which is
Yeah.
really weird.
Whoa.
I did not do the long distance, didn't do cross country. My mom actually, she was like on a new fitness kick and she's like, let's do some 5Ks together. So we did them in like my junior and senior year. I followed her and did a couple of 5Ks and then really fell back in love with it. I would say while I was in Spain, they have like a big race that's also like a point to point called La Biobia. And it's 20 kilometers. So not quite a half marathon, but almost there. And then COVID hit and running just became really my lifeline because that's, we're both very active people. So being stuck inside, I was like, well, I guess I'm going to keep up with this running journey. And then right before I had met him, I had done like 2 different half marathons. And that was like our third date as well.
Yeah.
I was like, so I'm about to hit like 1,000 miles of running for the year, which I was like, oh my gosh, this is so incredible. And now we've both hit that almost double in the past year and a half too.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, I'm about to hit 1,000 miles. Do you want to go on a run with me? And we went on a trail run, which I had never ran really on the trails before. And I don't pick up my feet, so I didn't do great.
Oh.
But I needed like 3 or 4 more miles to hit 1,000. And he came with me. And I was like, I don't know if you really run. You never said that you did. And he like did great. He like blew me out of the water. And I was like, I thought you said like didn't really run or anything.
I didn't realize she was
Oh,
struggling.
you ran 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
And I was
like, oh, she'll be fine. She can run 3 miles. with
Trail is
me.
a different animal, man. Trust me.
It
Like,
is, yeah.
it's so much different than road.
It is. And it's definitely fun. But I definitely remember I fell and I felt super embarrassed because I was like, I'm just meeting this person.
Third date.
But then he fell and I felt a little better.
Did you
But
really
then-
fall, or did you kind of?
I may have sold it a little bit, but she doesn't need to know that.
So,
Yeah. So like ever since then, yeah, like we've both been just pushing each other to run more and more. And
Right.
I think I remember watching her run a half marathon, and I was like, wait, that kind of looks fun. Like I never got into road racing, and so I was like, I kind of maybe want to try that once. Like so, I think we did a donut 5K. Yeah, that was
Oh,
our
hell
first.
yeah.
Like that was our first race together. Was like
Speaking
this
my
5K
language.
where you eat donuts after. So
We made
Very
up one of those during COVID because there was no races. So we made up like a
Right.
donut something. And wasn't it Rachel who made donuts medals, Erica, for you?
Yeah.
You did like
So
a
I
virtual
actually-
marathon. You got a
I
donut.
had to do a virtual marathon, and those were our medals. Like we just took a ribbon and put like a donut in the middle. We're
Donut
like,
around.
yay, we did
That's
it. And then
amazing.
we ate
Then
it.
you
So
eat it after, you know.
right.
it worked out.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
not
really
hanging
keeping
on
out.
her wall of medals. That's-
Yeah, it's
Oh,
still
I ate it
hanging.
immediately. It did not last like 5 minutes. So
It's like that. You ever see that banana art? It's like a banana. It went for like $6 million on some art thing, and it says like you have to replace the banana every other day. And then somebody stole the banana, and they're trying to find this person who stole the banana and like
Oh
lock
my
them up
God.
or something. 'cause it was
Jeez almighty.
art.
Well,
Did not see that. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's a banana on a wall with duct tape. And
Oh,
what- like
I
and
feel
that's
like
it.
I did see this like in a gallery somewhere. And
yes, it was
yeah.
like in an art gallery, and it was
I remember
stolen.
this.
It wasn't
and they're like,
stolen.
oh,
it was
replace the
eaten.
banana, please.
B-A-N. Banana. Hold on a second. I'm going to find this banana art piece. Here we go.
What gallery
All
was
right.
it in? Was it in the U.S.?
It's gonna pull up a picture of
Yes.
Erica's donut on a wall.
It sold for $6.2 million. Here is a picture I'm going to share.
I've got
my
some
screen.
bananas right here. in the-
I can call it art all day.
Here it is.
Oh my
There you go,
God.
Anna.
$6.2 million to a guy named Justin Sun. The banana has met
I'm
several
feeling
dramatic
inspired
fates.
for some reason though. Like I got to go get my potassium goals in
Yeah.
now.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
There we go.
inspired by the banana.
I
It
mean,
started
every
as
runner
a
does it.
joke. It says here it started as a
Do
joke
this
at
for
an
a
art show
banana.
in Miami, and it
Wow.
There you go.
sparkled a debate. And before being auctioned for $6.2 million in 2024, they replace a banana every day. Apparently,
Wow.
That's
Wow.
awesome. I love
Yeah.
that. This is why I love the world, because just some crazy stuff can just happen. You're like, something that you think would only happen in like a movie or a sitcom, and here
Right.
we've
Yeah.
got a banana on a wall, like
For
going for
$6.6
$6 million.
billion.
$6 million.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I hope the guy is the good guy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah.
Use your money for good, not for banana art.
Yeah.
I know.
Do you think
So
he
you were
still
in-
replaces the banana at like his home? Like, is this at his home now? Sorry.
I
He's just
I
like,
think
had
it makes
questions
art
too.
gallery tours. I think it goes around the country to art galleries. So
Oh,
So weird.
Yeah, there
yeah.
you go.
Could we do it with like a banana, or let's just stick Stoolie Erica on a wall at an art gallery?
Sure. That's not
Yes.
vandalism. That's art.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
So you mentioned Florida, but you're back in Ohio. And you mentioned this running club that you love. It's in Cleveland. So walk us through that timeline of events. Like you meet in Ohio, you went to Florida. Why? And then you come back and now you're in this awesome run club, and tell us about the run club.
Yeah, I
guess
mean-
it was kind of me.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to get out of Ohio. I want to get away from our families, and like, let's go somewhere. And my brother had moved to Florida, lived in Jacksonville. So I was like, let's go down to Florida. We were kind of near Cocoa Beach, and which is really funny. I ended up hating it.
Oh,
And I was like, I
no.
want to go home. I want my mom immediately. I don't know. I wasn't for me. He actually ended up liking it
Yeah,
down there
I
a lot.
enjoyed
He
the
loved
time
being
there,
like on
but-
the beach and that kind of thing. And so after a couple of
Yeah.
years and like starting off my nursing career down there, we came back, and I kind of had known about the run club ever since I did like my first half marathon. So I finished my first half marathon, and then there was like this big group of people, and they're like called Run with the Winners, and they were all like smiling and had their medals. And I was like, oh my gosh, who are they? So of course I did the Instagram search, and I found them immediately, a very big run club. And so I had just been like following them. And when we moved back, we moved kind of up to the Cleveland area because that's where, a lot of hospitals are for me and for my job. That's where he's still going to school as well in the Cleveland area here. And then I was like, oh, wait, this run club that I guess I wasn't stopping, but I've been following, we should go and try to go to one of their runs and see what it's like. And so we went fall of 2024.
Yeah, it's
around
when our
then,
first time was.
and fell in love with it. There's, tons of people, hundreds and hundreds of runners.
Wow.
And since then, now it's like our Tuesday night
Yeah,
tradition.
Don't sleep on the Cleveland running community, because they show up. I mean, there's
We don't. We know very well.
We have a lot of friends
It's our
in
largest
Ohio.
fan base outside of New England.
Believe
Is
it or
it
not.
really? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think people are just obsessed with like running and having fun and like just doing it for the love of the game. I feel like, because
Yeah.
I feel like
Which I love.
I feel like everyone's just out here to get better every day and just encourage each other. And that's what I love about the community is like, there's no egos. Like it's all just about having a good time and having fun. And so I really enjoy that.
And
part of
everybody
it.
has like their own story. Like somebody at
Yeah.
Run Club, he did like why did you start running? And he made like a little video recently.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really cool because some of the answers he got, just various different reasons. But it's just cool to see, everybody's out there doing it for different reasons and whatnot. But we're like all in the same race, which is like kind of a cool metaphor for life as well,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, could not be happier that we are now part of the Run Club and go every Tuesday.
Yeah. 'cause
I probably
love
won't
it.
move away because of the Run.
that's our family, like we go
Yeah.
there and that's where we see everyone. We hang out with them outside of Run Club even, and that's where we've met all of our friends and stuff. So it's definitely been something that I think it's been really good for both of us because we both thrive in that. Like we both love, like we're both social people. Like we like getting out and talking to people and having the crowd and hanging out. So
Jumping
it's-
on podcasts in the middle of a post-race party.
Yeah, exactly. Things like that where we're just like, you know what, like screw it, let's go have fun. Like, and so it's definitely that kind of environment around here. So we really like that.
Erica, I see you're looking at your other screen. This is
The only
amazing.
thing I'm trying to do. So you say you're really in with the Cleveland Run Club, and I keep thinking of Jared, and I know he's all over Ohio, and I'm trying to stalk his Strava right now, but I can't log in on the computer because I haven't done it before.
To see if he's in and around the
I
Cleveland
wanted to find out because he's like a really cool dude, and I feel like you guys would get along super well with him if we can connect you. But I have no idea where he runs the most. So if I can
we'll
figure
get
it out,
him up here and
eventually.
show him a good time and take him
He
around.
might have
Exactly.
been Yeah, he might have been more Columbus, but we have a ton of friends in the Menor area, and there's a run
Oh.
club there called NERC. I think it just stands for
Yeah.
Northeast Running Club, and it's apparently this massive running club where they have a board and everything, and a president and a VP of the board. It
Oh my
cycles,
gosh.
everybody votes, and like we're friends with a few of them. We've had, geez, at least 3-4 people on because Darius and Star are part of NERC, even though they live in Columbus. So Darius and Star are the race directors for the Columbus Marathon, the big nationwide one in October. And then Patrick and Pam are part of NERC country. Jared, obviously, wherever he's from, you know,
I
he
feel like
might
he's
be.
in Akron too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Where's
Akron.
LeBron James from?
That's Akron.
Akron.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Akron area.
And that's
Jared's
not far
the
from
same
us.
town.
That's
Yeah,
30
Jared's from
minutes
the
from
same
us as
town.
well. So
Not
not
bad.
too terribly far.
We gotta check out.
Jared's
Nick,
though
though.
running like all around the world every weekend. He's on another continent, basically.
He's
That's
currently
crazy.
on a
That's
quest to
awesome.
do is it the Triple Crown or like the Grand Slam of 100 milers this year? So he just did
Oh my
like Old
gosh.
Dominion. He's got Leadville on deck. He's coming to Vermont to do the Vermont 100. And then there's another one in there somewhere, but I can't remember which one it is. But he's all over the place. And I feel like he loves to just,
He
especially
hasn't-
in Ohio, he's all over the place.
Oh yeah. I'd love to try to get together and run with him. That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
He has not run with the Bulls though, so you got one
No,
up on him
no,
there.
he
There we
has
go.
not.
Okay.
He's
No problem going.
he's a lot like you in a way that a lot of people want to move out of the place they're from when they're, say, they hit their young 20s, mid 20s or something.
Yeah.
However, he didn't go to Florida. He came to New Hampshire.
Mm.
And
Much
that's how
better
we're
choice.
lucky enough to know him. Now he went back just like you did. And
Right.
I even moved away from where I'm from, and then I came back. You always tend to go back to where you came from. I
Yeah,
find.
we're people
So-
are like boomerangs. We always got to return home a little, you know.
Yeah.
So
All right, saying that Jared, I think he lives in Green, Ohio, but I have no idea
oh
where
wait,
that is
Green's like
compared to you
super
guys.
close.
Green's
Is it really?
Yeah, that's not far at all. We could
Yeah,
definitely
like
get a run together.
Uniontown Green. I mean, it's 50 minutes, but he just did an adult track meet down there. They had like a
I was
no
just
a
way.
racing
run club
down
that
there.
put on an adult track meet. It was
Oh
like
my
super
gosh.
fun.
Yeah,
That's so
and they
cool.
did, you know, different events and stuff. And
I haven't raced on a track since middle school.
And are you going to get back and throw the discus
Oh.
around?
I didn't
tried.
I didn't
tried.
participate, but yeah, he did a couple events with his friends. They did like, you know, classic 4x8, 4x4 and stuff. But
I
I was a
know
little
that
nervous.
I know that you had knee surgery.
Mhm.
Mm.
Was that because of hurdles or because of running? And then how's that affect you today?
It wasn't because of running. It was actually because I was playing basketball. I went to like a small
Ooh.
school.
Oh, well, that's just dumb. Dumb.
Injuries
I know.
happen, man.
But I went to a small school, so if you had like any ounce of athleticism, you just
No, basketball is a fun little thing we do. I'm
Yeah.
a hockey guy. Basketball, I'm like,
Oh, okay,
soft.
okay, that makes sense. Though. We're
No,
coming
so-
from the Boston area. That makes sense.
So knee injury though, I did
Yeah.
want to ask this because what was the knee injury? And sometimes, a lot of the times, a lot of people let a knee injury change their life as far as like they don't do anything, they don't stay active. You got back up on it.
yes, I did. So I had a knee injury. It was like my senior year of high school. Couldn't do senior year track. Big thumbs down. But I ended up. So I went to the doctors, but they said it was fine. I didn't need an MRI. So I kind of just like, I was like, well, the doctor told me I'm fine. I'm going to try to keep playing basketball. And I kept like falling. And it took me to like the end of the season until I was like, okay, I really need to get this checked out because I'm like walking into school and like falling up the stairs and it's getting kind of embarrassing. But I tore my ACL, my MCL, and then like my medial and lateral meniscus.
Oh, wow.
So I had a lot. They basically like shaved away most of my medial, which is like the inside of my left knee meniscus, and some on the lateral side or outer side, and then reconstructed my ACL, and definitely set me back a ways as well. So that was 2017. And then I did have also like a couple of years, 2017, 2018, where I was like off from running.
Mhm.
Definitely still trying to like walk and get back into it. But then 2019 came around and I was in Spain. And like I said, everyone was training for this race. And I was like, I love to do these races with my mom. And I've never done anything more than a 5K, but like 20K, I guess I'll give it a shot. And it was definitely like a learning and growing experience. And I feel like I keep that in my training today as well, where I'm like, if today's a good day, if everything's feeling good, I'm going to go out and run and I'll like nail my long run. But if maybe my body's not feeling it, like I'll just take an off day, which is completely different from what he does. Cause he's like a very like, he has a color coordinated Google spreadsheet Sunday through Saturday. These are my miles. This is the pace I'm going to hit.
Yeah.
And my plan is like, all right, so this week I'm going to try to hit 40 miles. And if 10 miles happen on Monday and none happen on Sunday and Tuesday, but then like Wednesday, Thursday, I can hit 8 both of those days and we'll round out the week. So it's just being very like conscious of your body and yourself and not pushing it too hard, because then you could, I feel like, force yourself back into another injury.
Mhm.
I've been very fortunate that really since then I haven't been injured after my knee, but it's just, yeah, just listening to your body's signs and
Yeah.
knowing when
Just
like,
being cautious. That's sometimes
Right.
that's the way to go. Just
Yeah.
yeah, like you said, listening to your body. Good
Right.
good for you. It is hard to do. It's so hard to do.
yes,
Something I
it's-
wasn't good at, and it's something I've learned from her for sure.
Good.
Well, that's good. You listen. That's awesome. Something I want to mention is this episode is brought to you by Back in Action, and that's a sports and rehab place here in New Hampshire. They're fantastic. So I think it's worth your commute if you come here weekly. Go to Back in Action in Concord, New Hampshire. But
There we go.
their big
we got
thing
some
is
good run clubs you can join while you're in the area.
you
so
come
just
here on a day of
let
a
us
run
know.
club, and we'll run with you. Their big thing is he likes to teach and treat. So while he's treating you, he's teaching you. What are some things you've learned with your knee injury to like stay on top of it, to not have this happen again, to take care of yourself? And then Dylan, I guess, I don't know if you've had an injury, but tell me a few things that you do. Like Erica always says at the end of every episode, don't forget to stretch. She's learning now that she just hit 40, that she really has to stretch. You two are young. You're not there yet. But like,
No, I would
what do
say-
Still
you do?
important.
What do you do to stay back in action?
go to, because
Yeah,
he has had some injuries too.
Yeah, I've dealt with my own fair bit of injuries, like stress fractures and sprained ankles,
Mhm.
minor things really, but still things you need to work through. And I think it's about building up slowly and staying consistent over the years has just really led to being injury free the most. Like, and I also do like a pretty extensive warm up. Like,
Activations.
I think it was one of my coaches. He said you wouldn't drive a car without like warming up the oil first or something like that, or I can't remember. what
like
value
winter
exactly.
time, like heating it up.
Yeah, like
let
you
your
gotta
car
heat up
sit
your
for
car
5
before you drive
minutes.
it. Yeah, so it was kind of like that,
Very
where
true.
you like you got to warm up your engine first and then get going, because
I like that analogy.
So yeah, it was definitely a pretty extensive pre-warm up routine I run through that I think helps me stay injury free for the most part, especially with hitting heavy marathon miles. Like,
hmm
if you're not staying loose and limber, like you're much more susceptible to injury, I think. So
What do you like to do for your pre-warm up? Because I know like a lot of the elite runners will do like those crazy skips, and I'm like, I watch it and I'm like, I can't do that. I'm gonna look like a crazy person like skipping around. But
yeah,
what are your
I would
favorite
do-
pre-workout exercises?
I would say for me right now, I take like a band and
Mhm.
I do like leg swings. So I kind of like swing my leg out to the right and to the left and
Oh, with
forward
a
and
band
back.
on though. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of resistance there, and then I do clams with it. And I think just for me, like my hips when I'm running always seem to tighten up and always seem to have given me issues in the past. And like since I've started doing that, not only do my hips feel better, but they feel stronger too. So it's those right now are my bread and butter, where I'm like, if I don't do my hip exercises before a
notes.
run, I'm like, oh man, I can tell I didn't do my hip exercises, and this run's gonna suck. Like, or something. So, yeah, I always stay strapped with the band. So
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
need to like keep one in my car. That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
yep.
I have one in the living room, and I love to do this in the gym too. Lately, I've been doing this. I take a band, put it on my foot, and you'll lay on your back, you'll have your foot, and you'll pull your leg closer to you.
Oh yeah.
But the one I love doing now is actually I take that band from that position and I take my leg across my body, and then I'll do it the opposite direction too. And I feel this big stretch in my glute and lower
Just a
back
huge
and the
release.
hip. And then when I take it the other way out like to its outside, I really get that in the inner groin in the thigh area. And I just, oh my God, the band hits areas that you'd never
Yeah.
thought you could hit.
It's next
think I have
level if
one
you can
like
get your hands on one. I mean, I'm trying to work my way up to the big band. I need to buy one of those. Yeah, right now I've got the little
Ah.
ones, so I use those for now. But But my gym has the big bands. I get on those. And
Maybe we'll send you some as a engagement gift or something.
oh, there we go.
Great idea.
Yes.
With
The
some Stoolie
resistance
stickers.
bands.
We'll
Stoolie
get you some of
stickers.
those.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was great. And back in action, I thought of that on the fly. I just randomly thought of it. And we're going to add it for every one of these love story episodes we're going to do. That's what we got to do, Erica. Write that down, add that.
Yes,
Too
I
bad
like that,
the
though.
first recording missed it, but that was awesome. Some great advice you got there. I now want to hear the whole engagement story. I know we kind of got a little bit of it before when we met in Boston.
Oh, yeah.
But now that I'm seeing something, you go to Costa Rica, you go on all these crazy adventures, you have these extremely scenic places you see and you visit and you hike and you go tens of thousands of feet in the mountains, and they're absolutely epic to get down
Yeah.
on a knee and propose.
Yep, I know.
But you chose Boylston.
Yeah. I think so. I had been planning it for a while, and like I had ordered the ring, and I was waiting on it to get in the mail. And so we actually went on a trip out to Arizona, maybe like a couple weeks before Boston, maybe
No,
a month.
not a couple, like
maybe
2 months.
2 months. Okay, so 2 months
Mm.
before Boston, we went out to a trip to Arizona together. And so when we first met, before we were dating, I went out to Arizona, and I went on this like solo hike, like through the mountains, the Superstition Mountains out there. And I just, like, couldn't stop thinking about her when I was out there. And I always told myself, like, I was like, man, like, if I marry her, I'm gonna bring her back here, do this same exact hike with her, and propose to her. And so there's actually a logbook out there, and you can write in the logbook like your name and when you were out there, and like a little note if you want. So I wrote my name, Dylan, what days I was out there, and like fell in love with some girl, and might bring her back. And so my plan was always to go back out there with a ring, find the logbook, open it up, show her, and then propose to her there.
Oh,
But the ring actually didn't get here in time for me to do that. And we
no
already
way.
had the trip booked. And so like and in hindsight, like I don't think that would have been the right time anyways, because like we went out there, we did the trip, it was amazing, but the logbook wasn't there. So
Oh.
I tried finding the logbook anyways and like looking for what I wrote out there. The logbook wasn't there.
Oh.
So we go on this amazing hike though. We go to the exact spots I camped, and we camp and get actually really amazing sunsets. And I'm like, man, this would have been like really epic actually. But it's fine. We'll still enjoy it. And so we get back, and I'm like, well, like I think like just with how into running we are, and even before the trip to Arizona, I'd always been like, okay, do I do it in Arizona or do I do it after the marathon? Because it was like I got to do one of those, because both are super huge moments for me and for her. And so I was like, we both really love to run, and like I feel like running for us is just like what brings us together really at our core. Like, yeah, like we like to go on these really amazing trips and everything, and we have fun together. But really, like everyday life, it's running. Like we both, like even today, this morning, we're like, hey, like let's go on our run. Like, like that's something we do together every day. And it's something that really connects us, I think. And so like doing it after a marathon, like that I wouldn't be doing without her, first off. Like the whole like trip out to Boston, like, it wouldn't have happened without her support. So like just having her by my side, and like I was like, yeah, like this has got to be the moment. So it was perfect. It all lined up. My parents had the ring, luckily. They brought it to the finish line. And yeah, our family was there too, which meant a lot. So I think having her parents there
How
really
sweet.
made it special too. So
Right.
I just cannot with you two. That is
It's
the
so
sweetest thing
exciting.
ever. Oh my God. Just
Oh,
don't
yeah.
mind me over here. I'm going to cry. Okay.
Because I wasn't at the finish line initially, though, either. So I was actually at there was kind of like a, I don't know, mishap, because I
Oh.
ended up seeing him before his parents did. So I was at mile 17 with my mom and one of our friends from Run Club who came out. Saw him at mile 17. He looked incredible. He looked like he had not ran a mile yet. We were cheering for him. He was pointing at us. We were like, this is crazy. And then,
I need to know though, who knew like while you're at mile 17, like does your mom know? Does your friend know?
Apparently she did. My friend knew
Yeah.
too. And my friend was like, he was just saying it at Run Club and you were like right there. And I don't know. I completely didn't hear it. Or
Yeah, no, she didn't hear.
we're like always talking to different
I told
people.
a few people, yeah. So like I told the people going out to Boston with us, which was a friend and like a couple of them. So I was like, yeah, if you want to be out there, like I think I might propose to Anna afterwards. So you should definitely like come hang out. Like we're gonna have a party after and celebrate. And yeah, like I told her, I asked her parents obviously before. I was like, hey, can I marry your daughter? You know, is that gonna be all right? You know, am I good enough? You know, am I fast enough yet? Am I
I
fast?
always thought like, what if they say no?
Yeah, right. Oh no.
Does anybody ever? Oh my god.
But so everybody knows. So when you're at mile 17 waiting, like your mom knows. People know what's coming.
Mhm.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Continue on mile 17. He's looking great.
Right. So yeah, and that's also another thing too, because like the day before the marathon, my mom and me, we spent the whole day together, and she's like, it was so hard because like the whole day we're like going shopping and we're doing all these different things, you know, because he's resting before the marathon, and she's like, it was so hard not to tell you, but so we go out to mile 17 together because sometimes I do get a little anxious with a lot of crowds, which can be on Boylston Street, and I
Yeah.
also wanted to like see him and make sure that like he saw us. And I love the marathon, but I don't really need the support at like, you know, mile 25, mile 26. I need the support like mile 17, mile 18.
Yeah.
Personally.
That's
You know,
the
you
hard
go on
part.
your walk to the Newton Hills and stuff like that. But yeah, we saw him, looked incredible. And then our plan was to hop on the T train and try to like book it back and maybe try to, you know, see him finish, which was completely impossible because it was, of course.
2:24:03, not a big deal.
I raced her
real?
back. She didn't win. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
he does not win. I did not win, but that's okay. So we ended up going to stop like past, I think, like to the Arlington stop, which was perfect because then we could, went right around to the finish line, right where they were coming out, and we were able to see him. So it was me, my mom, and our friend Carrie from Run Club, and we were right there. But his parents were at like mile 25 with the ring, and they were not there yet. So
Talk about stress. I was like, where is the ring? Oh my gosh. This is like, I didn't think
You
she'd
had
be
one
yet.
job.
I was like, oh my gosh, like she's here and the ring is not. Like I was like so stressed because I was like man, like I really wish they were here because then like I gotta like I wanted to ask her to marry me like right after.
Right.
So I was like, oh my gosh. So like it took like 10 minutes for them to get there too. And so it was just like 10 minutes of like, okay, like
and he's like, we need to go find them. I was like, we're in like a nice area where there's not many people yet. Like, why are we going to go
What's
into
the
the crowds
rush?
where they might be going the other way? Like, I was like, let's just
I was like,
stay
I just want
here.
to see my mom and like hug her and like I'm so like happy.
Still having no idea. And then also, like, I like lifted him up because I was so excited to see him. And there's another, I don't know if it's like a podcast or like a little following in Boston called like Let's Fucking Go Boston or LFG Boston. And there's a video of me like holding him up and he's like, best marathon in the world. This is incredible. So I don't know if you guys follow them as well, but that video is also
gonna
up
have
right
to.
before he even proposed, which was
Yeah.
kind of funny. So then that all happened. Then his mom and stepdad finally came. And then I forget even how.
Yeah, so we were kind of back there and like so everyone's finishing the Boston Marathon, so obviously everyone's super excited.
Mhm.
And there's all these runners around us and kind of like just in the middle of the crowds in the back there. That's where I like got down on a knee and was like, "Hey, like will you marry me?" And people around us kind of were shouting, "Ooh," like going a little
Yeah.
crazy, but nothing too wild. So like it was
nice.
nice because it was kind of just felt like an us moment, like
Mhm.
where it was still felt like a really special moment for us.
Yeah.
So
What did you say? You
and it
said
was
I
nice.
couldn't do this without you. Or I
Yeah.
don't know.
I gave her my little spiel. I was like, I can't do this without you, and I
That's
want you
so
around for
sweet.
the rest of my life, I guess. You know.
And then
So
this is
this-
outside of where we were staying.
Yeah,
Too.
yeah.
Because we were on I think the East Bank. I don't know Chicago or Boston that well, but
Chicago's in October. you
I know we're excited. 'Cause I
Chicago
think
has
Eric, are you
nothing
going
on
to Chicago?
Boston.
I
Nothing.
am. I'll be out
I'm
there.
so excited. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
But
Wait, yeah, we'll get there in a moment. But that's the Charles, and you're on probably the west side because that looks like Boston in the background.
Yep.
Yeah,
oh, west side. Oops.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. Here's another one. We got this one here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's an awesome
They're so
spot.
cute. Yeah. So those
And
were kind
then
of
one
after
more.
once I got my little hat
Oh,
off. I was so
cute.
excited.
Yeah, we were both really excited.
With my mom, yeah.
I think that's why I think we're both gonna go back and do Boston again because it just holds a special memory for us. Like, yeah, exactly.
Breaking news.
Yeah,
I would love to. So we'll
she
see.
even threw the idea of like, hey, let's wear a tuxedo and wedding dress and like
Just get
run
married in
Boston and get married in Boston. Then after,
Okay, but
Oh my
Anna,
God.
you
Come
have
to
to
our
wear the
stage.
same one you wore to the bar.
Oh, yeah.
oh, there you go.
I'll wear the
wear
tuxedo. You wear the
tuxedo.
Tractor Supply hat.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love
that'd be
this. I love
funny.
this
That
so
would be
much.
hysterical.
But we'll
Oh,
see.
man.
We'll see. He's been
Oh.
not coaching me because I think we talked about that when we first met you guys. He wanted to kind of like run my training plan, but I've been taking some more advice and doing a couple workouts that he suggested. And so
Okay.
definitely
I
gotten.
did create a training plan for you.
He did create a training plan for me, but it's not completely color coordinated like his. It's still
Yeah.
flexible like my plan allows. So
Right.
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Excellent.
When you do these races together, do you stay together, or is like if Anna's just that much better than you, are you going to let her go?
I better go ahead. Typically not. Like I think for a lot of our races, we kind of run them separate because I don't know why I am so competitive. I really
So
am, and I it's something
Even
about
on
me
our
that,
easy runs, like at the end, he's like, I gotta be here.
yeah,
Like, I'm like,
not like that, but like I don't know. Like I love to race. Like that's something I'm always love to do. So any race I'm in, I'm like, it's a race. Like obviously I'm gonna race, and so yeah, I always have that mentality of like I'm gonna go out and push my hardest, and like so. And obviously she's like, oh, this is like just a chill, fun race for me. It's just a donut 5K. Like I don't need to go out and win it, Like, whereas I'm like, no, I need to win the gift card. Like that's mine.
Yeah.
Get a discount on a new pair of shoes at a local running store. Yeah,
Yeah,
I hear you.
exactly.
hear
Yep.
ya.
I always want those discounts,
I finished second in a triathlon once in my age group. I was also last. I was second of 2, but I still got the
It
gift certificate, and I still say I was the second place finisher.
There
as
you
you
go.
should, because you
Exactly.
earned that. Yeah,
Yep,
that is
exactly.
it is incredible. But it's funny because we both love running, but like he's so competitive, and I've gotten a little bit of more of a competitive edge, but I'm really like just out there to have a good time and to prove, I can do it and
Yeah.
keep going. So
Mhm.
yeah.
That's awesome. So when you proposed and after you spoke to us, how else did you celebrate your newly engaged
Also-
selves?
Also, sorry to be the highlight of your night and have the proposal second.
Hey, that's okay. I mean, who can miss out with having fun with Eric and Erica?
Yeah.
Kind of made
Yeah.
my day. I was like, oh my God, this is the coolest
We were
thing.
so
Like,
excited actually because I was like, wait,
Yeah.
this is actually like so cool. We're really gonna remember this day because like, hey, we got on a podcast. Like, when does that ever happen in your day to
Right.
day? Like I
I
walked
mean-
up there and you guys asked us to come on up on stage, and I looked at her and I was like, do I go up? Like, is this like what? Like, I didn't know what I had stumbled across because I was like, usually like they have like guests on like that, like are cool. Like, I don't know.
Our
well, you're
big
part
thing,
of the cool crew.
yeah, our big thing, and we want to have those cool, amazing people on too. But one thing we really like to do in a lot of our live shows we do from more local races. Boston was a big deal.
Right.
And
It
we could
was.
talk about that offline, and we hope to do many more of those. But we love to grab people from the crowd. And that was kind of our pitch, was like we had half the people there were people we planned on having there. Jared was one of them. He came on after.
Oh,
You
really?
did,
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we knew they were coming, but we were also going to try to fit someone in between everybody and have that feel of pulling
Right.
people from the crowd. And then at the same time, like, yeah, we'll have Meb on. Absolutely. We'll interview Meb in front of
Yeah.
a big crowd or a small crowd.
yeah.
It doesn't matter the size of the crowd. It's more, we said it's about to show what it looks like. Like on that YouTube video, you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know if there's 3 people behind you or 300 behind the camera.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
It's
I
about-
was blown away with that. I've never seen like someone pulled out of the crowd to come up on a show like that, and like for it to be us, I was like, what the heck? Like, what
Right.
luck? And like, so
were
it
you,
was-
were you like, oh shit, I don't want to, but you did?
yeah, a little bit. Like,
I feel like you were
But
like,
I was
let's
kind of
go up there.
excited.
And I was kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't know what we're getting into. I can get a little more camera shy, I feel like, than
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So
We're
Like,
still
they have a
riding the
poop
high of
emoji
the
as a
engagement.
logo. I don't know if I want in on this.
yeah, right.
I know, it's right there.
yeah, I was like, I didn't even,
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
there.
I didn't even run. Like, I don't know. There was a bunch of other cool runners there who had like just gotten their 6-star, just ran an incredible first Boston and
Yeah.
stuff. So I was like, me, I didn't really do anything. I really,
You were
You
the
were there,
highlight
support.
of the entire night.
Yeah.
You were the highlight.
Legit.
You really were. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do, actually, because this brings us back to the beginning where we were trying to find you and we couldn't find you. We posted that reel that we played right at the beginning, and we wanted to add you as a collab, and we couldn't find you. I don't think we ever did that. We'll add you after this as a collab, so you can always go back, and it's just like right there pinned on your profile. or whatever you
that'd
wanna
be
do.
awesome.
That was such a cool moment.
Yeah, we definitely both have that video saved because we're like, this is so crazy. Like, I don't know. It's just
What are the chances? I don't know. What are the chances?
You know? So it was the highlight of our night. 'Cause then I think after we tried to go get food actually, and as you know, like trying to get food after the Boston Marathon at any restaurant
Very
is
hard.
pretty tough. Like they're usually we went
Somebody
everywhere,
did not want to wait.
and I was very hungry. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't
So like
blame you.
yeah, and we went to all these restaurants. Like, oh, like, do you mind waiting an hour? And I'm like, oh no, I cannot wait an hour. Man.
Cannot.
So I think we went to like this little like a hotel inside of a restaurant, and no one was there. And so we just sat down and like got some spaghetti or something. Even though I was so tired of pasta, ate it anyways.
Took
And so
what you could get.
yeah, we scrambled on some pasta, and it was a good time. So
Right.
You know
Good.
what we should do next time, Erica, is we should just buy a
What?
bunch of pizza and bring it to the podcast stage.
I would have loved to have some food that
They
that
would-
day.
they
We
would
didn't get
flock
to eat
towards you.
either.
Love the
yeah, the runners would flock towards you. You know,
Yeah.
This is the stunt we need to pull. I like this.
Yeah.
I like
Maybe
where
a
your head's at.
keg.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
can
and a
we
couple
do that?
signs with like
Yeah.
free pizza. You know,
Pizza
It just
and
has to be a
beer.
Sam Adams keg.
It's
course,
gonna be
Sam
like you know
Adams,
how
yeah.
gotta be Sam Adams.
you know how they try to sell like timeshares to people where you get a free vacation, but you have to sit through a 3-hour thing. You get pizza and beer, but you got to sit and listen to us talk.
Yes, you listen for a little bit. You know,
And you got to cheer. You got to cheer.
Woo.
yeah, it's different that you know.
It's a win-win though.
Yeah.
You know, in that scenario, you get to
Get
meet some
pizza.
great, cool people, and
I
get
don't know.
pizza.
I'm very much the podcaster, like listener out of the two of us. Like I listen to podcasts. Like if I'm doing the dishes, I got a podcast on. If I'm driving my
Okay.
car, I've got a
Laundry, all those
laundry
things. Yeah.
podcast on. Like before bed, I might listen to a podcast. Like it's something I do all the time. And so like anytime I see a podcast like going on, like I think we saw Rory Linkletter and Alex Marin.
And Dakota Popin,
Dakota
actually, we
Popin.
stumbled upon them before the race too. Which
Yes,
was,
we
also
saw-
just
we
crazy
saw-
experience.
Yeah, we saw them on a
Awesome.
podcast. And so like I always associate podcasts with like, you know, like all these cool people are getting on and like all the hosts are super exciting. And so I saw you guys speaking and I was like, I just want to go listen to them because I love listening to podcasts. And when do you ever get to listen to a podcast live like
Right.
that? And I was
Yeah.
like, I've never experienced this. I got to go sit down and just listen for a little bit. And
Well,
it
I'm
was so,
so
cool.
glad you did. I'm very, very glad you did.
Right. And now I've listened to I'm listening back on your guys'
Yeah.
episodes too, like going backwards, and it's just like I don't know the guests different guests you have, and
So you're
How
going
nice you
in
guys are.
reverse, or are you going from like the beginning up to the
oh,
top?
I'm going in
don't go to the
reverse. if
beginning.
that's-
Don't go to the beginning.
No,
what?
why?
Well,
I'll make it there.
if you go back, you'll know why, because we were very new and it was
like
just
every
uh,
episode gets worse going in reverse.
No,
That's not true.
That's
But
how you be-
may,
That's so
may I
funny.
suggest the Jared Ewing episode that we had?
Oh, yeah,
so
88.
he's the friend.
which one is
Episode
that?
80
Which one is that?
88. It's
Number
a while
88.
ago.
Okay,
Jared
Yeah.
Ewing.
I'm
He's
still
got a
like
crazy story, and
I'm gonna follow him on
he's so
Instagram and
interesting.
see if he wants
Yeah.
to go run together.
Do it,
He's been
do it.
on a couple of
He's so
times
cool.
too, and he's got this fantastic story, and you should be just fine running with him because he pretty much
He's
runs on
fast.
one leg.
Oh wow.
You'll hear the whole story, but
Yeah.
he
Okay.
is very fast. I think he's chasing. He's so close to like a sub-3. He's so
Oh
close.
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
We'll help him get him there, you know. So that's crazy. Wow.
There you go.
Um,
And he's doing sub-3, like I said, basically on one leg. He has no calf muscle. He's considered a disabled runner.
Oh wow.
Crazy story, tragic story, but
Still
would you say
inspiring.
tragic, Erica? Tragic.
Yes, but it's got a happy ending, I guess you could
Yes.
say.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
There you
he's great. Check out his episode. Thank you for listening to all those. That's incredible.
We're
They're
glad you
only
like
going to
it.
get better, especially this one. And so if you've listened, you know we have 2 final questions, and they're brought to you by My Race Tats. And I joked our final 2 questions. They never end up being our final 2 questions, but thank you to My Race Tats for sponsoring the final 2 questions. I have changed mine up though for this series. So you might be thinking I'm going to ask you for a hot take. I'm not. I'm asking for the two of you. Could you give me, or could you give another couple out there listening, maybe a running couple, maybe an adventure couple, some advice about supporting each other or dealing with each other, like getting someone to run with the bulls? What would be some advice you give somebody who's in a new relationship or just a running adventurous relationship like the two of you?
I think you got to give each other some grace and a little bit of room to grow and grow with each other too. I think that's been our biggest strength is we grow together and we keep challenging each other and push each other to be better, and like hold each other both to high expectations too, because we're not going to go easy on each other. We're both going to want the best out of each other, but also give each other some grace and know that when the other one's falling down, we'll pick each other up a little bit. And when I'm at 50%, she's the other 50%. So we're at 100, or if I'm at 20%, she's at 80%, or maybe we're both at 20% and we're only running at 40%, but we're still going, So that's what I say.
Your answer was really cute. And my answer, which is kind of funny, which goes into the last half marathon I ran. You're always nervous before a race. Don't let that dictate anything. But most importantly, don't dump out the person's water before they run a half marathon. Even if there's a little bit of water left in the water bottle, don't dump it out, because
there's a story.
He thought I was done with my water and he dumped it out. And I was like, I was going to take that to the start line for last couple sips of water, and probably got a little more angry than I should have. But don't dump out your partner's water before their race, even if it's just a little bit of backwash. They might want that. So you said the nice one. So
Yeah, there you go. Do not dump out their water. Yeah, that's.
But
Anna
together,
understood the
that makes
assignment.
100% of advice. So that's perfect, you guys. That's so cute. All right, for my last question, I actually changed mine up a little bit. So instead of having you add a song to our Spotify playlist, I want to know what your song is together. Do you guys have a song?
Oh,
two.
I know for sure one is "Pursuit of Happiness" by Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
love that.
That's been a song that we've been listening to since we first started dating, and I don't know, it just we're always just chasing the next high together. So
Just having, enjoying life, and
what's the second one? She said she has two.
No, even I don't know. But I love that song though, because even it just shows that sometimes there's great moments, sometimes there's bad moments, but in the whole pursuit of your marathon, in the whole pursuit of life, you're having the happiness, you're having the good times, you're taking them all for what they're worth, which I love. I don't know. And then another song is a song that he showed me, which is a song I want to maybe even have our first dance to. Now, do you know it?
Oh, Annie's song.
It's called Annie's Song by John Denver.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a little hole in the wall song, but his grandfather called me Annie when I first met him. I don't know if that's what made him think of it or not. And no one had really ever called me Annie, but it's just a cute, song. And it's also kind of got the adventurous and mountains, and it's just also about love. So I like those two for sure.
Beautiful. I love it. Nailed
Well,
it.
as I always say, those last two questions are never our last two questions, because I do have a follow-up.
Yes.
And that's, what's next for the adventure? And does it happen to be wedding planning?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, we're definitely trying, to
Wedding
figure
planning
it
is
out.
on the list, but mostly is Chicago.
Yeah.
I am so excited to say that we're both going to be running Chicago in October. Yes. Of course, he qualified, but then I don't know. I was like, I'm just going to watch again like I did in Boston. And it's so much fun being a spectator. It really is at these races. But being a runner, you always have that little itch. I want to be out there too, running it. And a couple of my other friends are doing Chicago. And I was like, you know what? This literally just happened end of May. So I was way late to the charity game. The charities were all booked up. But I was like, let me just reach out to a couple and see what'll happen. And I got in touch with an amazing charity, Heal the Planet. And so now I also have the chance to be running Chicago, and I could not be more excited. I know it's Erica's favorite. So it might be our favorite.
I have a Chicago poster right behind me. I have
Oh,
four
heck
of them in this house somewhere, but I'm so excited for both of you.
Any race that guarantees you an entry after you do 5 of them shouldn't be a world major. Like they're not
Oh,
popular
shut
enough
up.
to be. They're not
He's mad
popular
I got
enough. They're
legacy
guaranteeing
status now.
entries. How
No,
can that
she's
be
a
a world
legend.
major?
Yeah.
Which I'm excited for you to get your first world major. At least get Chicago done before they lose their world major status after this cupless thing they're doing. What a clown show!
No way. I
We
think
need
it's
to
going
see
to be a
how
lot
that
of
plays
fun.
out. Okay, we don't know
Oh,
what's
man.
actually happening with it. So
I'm just Anna. I'm just kidding. It's all well. It's not really all an act, but I'm super excited for you. I think that's incredible. Chicago will only get you ready for New York and Boston.
Right.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
exactly.
or
They're
you could just
definitely
be
on my
really
list.
happy with it and keep running Chicago. Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that,
or that,
yeah.
or that. One of the two. That's the thing is like, I just want her to go out and do Boston because Boston is just like, it's special. Like it's just a special city and moment for the
Sure is.
marathon.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll add on like London Saturday and Sunday or something. Who knows?
I God, I
That'd
hope
be
not. I hope
Yeah.
not. But you mean like do a Boston double?
A Boston double.
I
yeah.
feel like they wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe
I
they
hope
would.
not.
yeah.
but- I do love what London's doing. I'm not saying that's a bad move. I love that. I hope Boston doesn't.
We
do it.
have
I would
we
lo-
have to have some discussions about this. We need to like.
Yeah, I would
we
love
wanna
for
talk about
Boston.
this.
I would love for Boston to just add on hours and make it 50,000 runners. That would be incredible if they could do it. They have to work with the city there for that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
something
But-
there.
I think the London thing is cool. We're going to talk about that on a later episode coming up soon. However, have you run New York?
No.
Okay.
Neither of us have.
Listen, I'm a Boston guy. I think the greatest marathon in the world is the Boston Marathon, but I ran New York City, and I don't know how any marathon will ever top that. So I hope
Oh,
you get to
wow.
experience that, Dylan.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if I'm fast enough, who knows? There.
No, here's my relationship advice for the two of you. When you both get into New York, run it together.
Oh, okay.
Don't race it.
Fun.
Just
Don't
enjoy
race
it.
it.
That
Run
is
it to-
that is
exactly.
one to soak up the vibes. That one is
Oh, yeah.
just.
Okay.
it
I've
is
heard
Your
it's like a
second one,
Super
yeah.
your
Bowl
second
marathon.
one, race it. But
Yeah.
your
I've
first
heard
one,
it's cool.
yeah, party pace. And when I say party pace, like just enjoy it, take it in,
Yeah.
take the pictures, drink the drinks, do it
Oh,
all.
I've always
Party.
wanted to-
Like there's like 50 DJs along the course, and it's insane.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'd love
whole
it. I've always
thing.
wanted to do that too, like a party kind of like you just have a good time with the race too.
Mhm.
I never ran Boston yet, but I picture New York. Once you get over that first bridge into Brooklyn, the entire New York City Marathon is like Boylston Street.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah,
how
Boylston
I
Street.
picture it. Not doing Boston.
It's
before.
mildly overwhelming, but it does keep you going. You're like, I can't walk in front of all these people. Like, what do I do? You just have to
No
keep
kidding.
going.
I remember just like turning down on Boylston and just like, I even like slowed up a little bit because I was like, wait a minute, like I just want to enjoy this. Like this is, I'll only experience this for the first time ever one
Yeah.
time. Because like I'd only ever done local races around here, and like the local races, like there's like maybe 100 people around the finish line, like cheering
Fun.
on their friends and family, and like there's really no cheering towards the end. And so
Just
like
love it, but
a little bit, but like
Columbus was so rainy.
yeah,
that-
Columbus was so rainy that the poor
Oh.
spectators, the ones that were out there, like were trying their hardest, you know, God bless them. But like just the stark contrast between like anything I've ran and then a major marathon is like night and day. So it was,
Mhm.
I want her to experience it. So I'm excited for Chicago.
I'm excited for Chicago too.
I'm gonna hit you guys up when you're out there. We'll
Yeah,
Oh,
do
heck
it.
yeah,
that'll be so
yeah.
exciting. I think a lot of cool runners will come out too because it is like a kind of a faster course. That's where you
Yeah.
know the U.S. record was just set, and you know now there's a couple other guys that are running real fast that were
Mhm.
just in Boston and just
I'm gonna try to keep up with them a little bit. We'll see.
There we go. All right.
So, final thing for me, I have an assignment for you in Chicago. You need to find Erica. You need to take a photo, and you need to make sure she gets a photo, and you tell her, post this on the On the Run story.
all right.
You
Okay.
just got real mad at me today.
Why?
Bonus
We'll talk
points.
later.
Bonus points if she does a video on the story with the
Okay.
two of you.
Video
Okay.
on the story.
We're gonna hold her accountable, Erica. That's
Yes.
I'm
Thank
I'm
you.
putting
I
that in our
need this.
calendar
I
after
need
this, and we're gonna get a video
we first
together.
need to plan. We got to figure out where we're staying. We don't have Chicago really planned out at all. So that's
They
Yeah.
have a room.
That's
if you don't mind
ridiculous.
sleeping on the floor, I mean, you do a lot of camping.
you're right.
There'll be
Right.
a bunch of
Yeah.
us in there, but hey, The more the merrier.
Yeah,
But let me know.
right.
I will literally give you my number later. So like
Okay.
Oh,
you
heck
can
yeah,
meet
yeah,
up. So
awesome.
just
That'll
let
be
me
so fun. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, we have a couple other friends running too. I know a couple people in the city. It's just going to be a great time. So
always a party.
We do a recap episode after some marathons like that where we have people call in. You should both call in and it's like an 8-minute hit. It's like doing a radio show. It's gonna be
There we
fun.
go.
You should do it with us. Maybe get Erica to do it live in Chicago. That will be a blast.
do that.
Listen, the
Yeah.
two of you were just like incredible. Thank you so much for coming up to the podcast stage, jumping on, and then telling us that story about the whole engagement. It was just like, oh, it's so perfect. That's a memory we will always have. And I think I'm going to pin that to our Instagram now, Erica. I'm going to pin it. The other ones have been up there for a while. That one needs to be up there because it's that good. So
Oh, you're so
Thank you.
Dylan
amazing.
and
Thank
Anna,
you both so much.
thank you so much. Erica, any final words for these two amazing people?
You guys are just such a cute pair. I'm so happy that we were able to connect. And I wish you guys the best of luck in Chicago and with your wedding planning. And I just can't wait to see what adventures you guys do next. You guys are really fun to follow. So
Yes, yes.
And if
Yeah,
you
we're-
want, there could be a podcast at your wedding where everyone comes to the podcast stage and just shares a story about the two of you. And then you listen to it
Wait,
later.
that would
There's
actually
some
be
funny stories out
great.
there
Oh,
too.
yeah, we've got lots of stories out there that we haven't even hit yet. That
Honestly, just put a microphone on a table with a recorder and say, hit record and tell us your favorite story.
how fun is
and
that?
just have everyone go
Oh
around.
my
yeah.
gosh,
that
you
would
would
be a
get
lot
some
of fun.
funny stuff because
Oh,
we do
yeah.
have. We're both wild cards, so you never know what's going to
Yeah.
go down.
I love it. I love it. Well, we're also honored that you're going to name your first kids Eric and Erica, whatever you have for a girl. That's incredible. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. It was so much fun. This running love series, whatever we're going to call it, is off to a hit so far this summer. Dylan and Anna, thank you so much for joining the podcast.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hey runners, whether you're training for your first 5K or your 10th marathon, injuries don't have to be part of the journey. At Back in Action in Concord, New Hampshire, we specialize in keeping runners just like you strong, healthy, and on the road. We put together a free guide covering injury prevention and recovery. This is built for runners by runners. Download it for free in the show notes, and don't wait for something to hurt. Get the guide, stay in the game.
A big thank you goes out to you, Anna and Dylan. You were so much fun to talk to. I had such a blast. I was living vicariously through you. Like even doing our research before we got to talk, like just seeing you guys ran with the bulls, like cool shit. You just do such cool shit. So I'm just envious of you two and just keep doing the fun stuff together.
I think I'm adding running with the bulls to my checklist.
Oh, your
Like my
bucket,
bucket
list?
list.
Oh, that's badass. I never would that occur. Like I will do my own crazy shit, but that for some reason never made it into my brain. But hey, it might be now.
Think of it. Think of it. Couple days after you die, and everyone goes to your funeral, and they see all the pictures
Hey,
of
how-
the things you've
how'd
done.
Eric
The
die?
slideshow. I
He
don't want a
got trampled.
slideshow. I want pictures. I want people to be walking down this hallway with all these photos of
Yep.
the places I've gone, the adventures, and me and the kids and everything. Think of the reaction when there's a photo of me running with the bulls. That's what I
epic.
want.
I
That's
cannot
why I
think
wanna
of a
do
cooler
it.
thing.
I mean, that and jumping out of a helicopter with skis. Like, I want to go heli skiing in Iceland.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's a little
I
too
told
extreme for
Caroline
me.
I
I'll
want to
stick
take
to
her
the-
when she graduates college. Like, that's what we're going to do.
I'm just gonna
heli
stick
skiing.
to like 150, 200 milers. Why not? I'll go there. You can
I
do the
actually-
other half.
I don't think you jump out of a helicopter like with the skis on. Maybe if you pay them enough money, you could. But really, just drops you off, and then you ski down, and the helicopter picks you up and brings you back up. So your helicopter's like your chairlift.
Oh my god, that sounds so expensive.
It's like
It's that bad. That's the only thing I can think of right now.
it's like 10 grand for the basic package
Oh my god.
per person.
Live
But,
big, my friend.
You
Dream
know,
big.
we do have 3 partners now, and they're not paying 10 grand, but
No.
they're incredible. So I want to do a shout out to UFOS, My Race Tats, and Back in Action, Cairo, New Hampshire, for being incredible. Back in Action bringing us our guest segment. They're awesome. Check out the link in the show notes. Fill out that pain-free runner guide. Also, My Race Tats. Do the link because that actually supports us. And send us pictures like every time. I'm going to add something here. Every time you send us a picture, I'm going to have Erica post it on the Stooley in the Wild page too.
Oh, I love that.
They've been incredible. So I want to see some LFGs.
Show me your glitter sparkles on your nose. Come on, people. Show me those freckles.
Yes. Let's see more of those, guys. Thank you so much. And then UFOs. Like, I mean, some people might be down for feet pics in UFOs. And by the way, when I was gone on vacation, do you know, fun fact, that I wore my UFOs only, nothing else, for 10 straight days. My feet never went in a sneaker with the exception of 2 runs during those 10 days. Lived in my UFOs. Loved them. Like the whole entire camping trip too. It was fantastic. Thank you so much to our partners. Thank you so much to Anna and Dylan for coming on and doing this for us. What a cool series. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Please let us know. Leave comments, likes, in Spotify, leave a comment. Instagram, leave a comment. Share this podcast. Let's grow beyond Ohio. And I say Ohio because that's like our second largest network outside of New England. So
I love it.
Partly because of, you know, nerd country out there.
Well, Anna and Dylan are our newest Ohioans. Is that a word?
Are they Ohioans? Maybe.
Somebody will correct us.
Erica, I hope you're okay after that ultra. We'll catch up on it later. Could it have been a good day or could it have been a bad day? I don't know. We'll find out later. But 6-star, take us home.
Oh, I hope you guys were following the socials and I hope I did a good job. But thank you guys for listening. You know we love you.
Don't fear the code brown.
And don't forget to stretch.
And honestly, they're not worth it. Really, they're really not. Right?
I would die for them.
Listen,
you know, if I die eating a cheese ball, I just want you all to know I died.
She's actually told me she wants her ashes stored in a little cheese ball container.